Welcome to Salesology, conversations with sales leaders, the art of faster, easier, more profitable sales. When you're ready to transform your sales for today's transforming market, we've got you covered with your host, the queen of cold calling and founder of Salesology, award-winning author, speaker, sales trainer, and coach, Wendy Weiss.
Hi, welcome to Salesology, conversations with sales leaders, the art of faster, easier, more profitable sales. And I'm your host, Wendy Weiss. I am the founder of Salesology and the Salesology Prospecting Method. I'm also known as the Queen of Cold Calling. Today, our very special guest is John Hearrell, who is the Vice President of Membership and Affiliate Programs at the National Association for the Self-Employed. And John has been affiliated with the National Association for the Self-Employed since about 1990. He is responsible for member benefit procurement, benefit compliance, partner marketing, website analytics, and leads marketing. And prior to joining NASE, he developed sales initiatives for 2,500 health and life insurance agents for the agency marketing group. And he's implemented target marketing and customer service initiatives to support field agents and field leaders. John oversaw all the marketing and lead development for U.S. insurance provider with $2 billion in annualized premium. And here is the cool part. He's been married for over 30 years, has 2 adult children. He is an avid scuba diver. He holds a dive master certification. And on weekends, you'll find him playing a round of golf in North Texas. Welcome, John.
Thank you very much, Wendy. Glad to be here with you.
Yeah, and got to mention, in the spirit of full disclosure, Salesology is now a partner with NASE, and we're really happy about that.
Yes, you are, and I'm very happy to have you on board as a partner. Hopefully, we are having quite a few people, members, travel to your website and I guess take on learnings from you and moving forward with you.
Yeah. And so let's begin at the beginning, as we so often do. Give us the backstory. How did you end up the Vice President of Membership and Affiliate Programs for the National Association for the Self-Employed?
Well, interesting story, long story, but I'll make it as short as possible for you and your listeners. For about 20 years, I worked with the health insurance industry, mostly in the marketing, but supporting about 3,000 agents out in the field. I know you said 2,500, but it did get up to about 3,000 agents. I held a lot of different positions with the company in Florida, Oklahoma, and Texas. However, I did move into one area of the insurance. I was the president and CEO of a company called the Marketing Lead Group for the insurance company. And we had about a $40 million budget. And we produced about 1.9 million leads per year for those agents. And while that may sound like a lot of leads, when it trickles down to each agent, every agent was crying for more and more leads. As I can imagine, you'd see that every hand would be up saying, give me more, give me more. Some of the resources that we actually use to generate those leads range from direct mail, which we dropped approximately 800,000 to 1 million pieces of mail per week to generate a probably 1% to 2% response in direct mail. So you can see how that might be costly. We also had 3 to 4 telemarketing centers during a 10-year span, and we were in 44 states that we called, and we generated health leads. And that was, of course, before the TCPA and the SEC kind of grinded down on telemarketing centers. We would call every small business owner as much as we possibly could to generate a health lead. At the same time, we had those same call reps in the call centers toggle for many different projects for inbound telemarketing and for outbound telemarketing, supporting the agents. And in the back room, we had radio announcements going on. We advertised on Rush Limbaugh. Larry King, Dr. Laura's show. And if we had known you, we would have advertised on your show as well, Wendy. But it was a lot of fun to do the radio. But what was more fun than the radio was actually the television. We marketed our health insurance and our association, our products through a company called RevShare. And I'm not sure if you've heard of that or if anybody's heard of that. Since then, they're a division of Canella Media now. But it was really an untapped inventory of commercials. And with over 1,500 media partners, we produced TV commercials that got sent out to everybody, including ABC, NBC, CBS, ESPN, you name it. You could be walking through an airport at 5 p.m. and see our commercial in prime time. Or you might not see it until 1 o'clock in the morning. But we got such a great audience and we had such a great, I guess, great feedback from those commercials. And so many people called in and reached the 800 number and gave us their information because they saw us live. And they were one of the best, I guess, converting leads that we actually have from the TV. Well, at the same time, the internet was kind of the inception of the internet, and leads was starting out. So we would do the pay-per-click to generate leads. And back in that day, we were probably, our pay-per-click cost was in the neighborhood of 15 cents per click, 10, 15, 20 cents. And over the next 2-3 years, when I was running this lead shop, we went all the way up to $2-3 per click. And we were just competing with some of the affordable health insurance marketers out there. And everybody was outbidding everybody during that time frame. And as you can imagine, it's still happening. And for keywords such as that, the affordable health or health insurance or anything with health insurance, the bid prices are extremely high. So we also had the newspaper, magazines, Thrifty Nickel, billboards, you name it, out there with our ads in it. And we had two professional spokespersons, if you will, Merlin Olson, and we had Mary Lou Retton for about 4 years. And they had produced radio ads for us, TV ads, and it was just marvelous to work with Merlin Olson. Rest in peace, Merlin. As you remember, he was in Little House on the Prairie. He was the FTD guy, and of course, one of the fearsome 4 linemen for the LA Rams. But great working with he and great working with Mary Lou Retton, and having a familiar voice like that on the radio and in commercials was wonderful. So that's a little backstory of the marketing that I did for the insurance company. Then, of course, as some companies happen, Blackstone came in, bought us, and sold off different divisions of our company. And I was part of that buyout. And I was looking for an opportunity, my next opportunity. And I went to work for the National Association for the Self-Employed, taking some of my marketing skills with me and working with a new group of agents doing similar things that I'd done in the past, generating leads, helping them with analytics, et cetera. So in 2009, I jumped from the insurance marketing over to the association marketing, and I've been with the NASE ever since. So somewhat of a drawn out answer, and I know there's a lot in there.
Okay. So what exactly is the National Association for the Self-Employed? What do you do?
Well, we were founded in 1981, basically as a buying power and clout for small business owners and a voice in DC. So we thought, before I joined, to bring collective buying power to small business owners, whether it be health insurance or different discounts. But over the last 30 years, things have changed in the health insurance industry. And as it went away in Obamacare and the ACA, association group model went away. So we kind of went back to our roots, and we went back to just supplying discount benefits for small business owners. Back in the day, what we would do is we would help small business owners with their health insurance, and we would connect them with health insurance agents. But we moved away from that model, and what we do is we answer questions in. We help small business owners start and grow their business. So a small business owner goes out there, gets their license, they hang a shingle, They've talked to all their friends and family. Everybody now knows about their business, and now that small business owner needs to grow. Well, one of the things they find is they need a little help with taxes. They need a little help with finance. They need a little help with marketing, maybe some legal advice. So they come search us out, the NASE, and we offer that advice. And one of our number one benefits and one of our resources is actually the Ask the Experts benefit. And that benefit allows a dozen or so experts to answer questions online 24/7. Whenever the expert gets the question, they have about 24, 48 hours to answer the question. And they'll feed the question. They'll send a response back to the member. And the member can now start a rapport and start a discussion about that question or tear it off into other questions. So we answered thousands and thousands and thousands of questions online. And that's probably our number one benefit. One of our other benefits that the NAC offers is our grant program, our growth grant program, where we give away $4,000 grant every month to one of our lucky applicants. And I say that's only 12 per year, but through AARP, Dell Technologies, Pay Anywhere, they are supporting sponsors. So last year we were able to give away 27 $4,000 growth grants, along with 5 dependent scholarship awards. So we're not in the business of giving away money, but we love it when we can give away as much as possible to support the small business owner's needs. And these needs might range from buying a refrigerator for their coffee shop, a new computer for their office, getting maybe some part-time help in, and building a wall that they want to subdivide a restaurant or something, maybe fixing up a van or getting a down payment for another van for a florist. So it can really be used for just virtually anything to help a small business grow. Other benefits include, like yourself, Salesology. We have discount benefits, and it's really all for the low price of about $10 a month, or $11.95 a month, or $120 a year. And we do have other memberships I'll go into later, but it's a simple program, simple association where people join. And if they utilize us, they click on those links, it gives us the ability to actually support them by answering their questions, by giving them the discounts, by giving them a voice in DC and helping them with advocacy. So a little bit about the NAC and some of the resources, but we have a pretty cool website. Again, I'll talk a little bit more about that a little bit later.
So I'm curious about something because, it's one thing to get people to take action. Okay, I'll join. It's $10 a month. I'll join. But to get them engaged and get them involved, it's wonderful that you have all benefits, but they have to actually make use of the resources that you're offering. And so how do you build community? How do you build engagement in a membership association? That's what I'm curious about.
That's a great question. And because we were part of a health insurance company, we weren't part of them. We supported the health insurance agents. We really didn't do a lot of internet marketing ourselves. Most of our marketing was done by having 3,000 agents on the street talking about us. But when we moved away from the health insurance industry and we moved into the internet space all by ourselves, we found it a little difficult because nobody was talking about the NAC. And we had to reinvent ourselves and get ourselves out in the mainstream. And a few ways you do that is, number one, you have to be discovered. You have to be found, right, by the business community. If you're not pushing yourself out there, and we're not spending a lot of money on advertising, we don't spend hardly any money on advertising, but the goal is to be found. And in order to be found, social media is one of the biggest channels and avenues to be able to do that. We currently use a third party called Life Management to help us manage our social media. We have an internal gentleman who works on all of our social media internally, be it Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter. So we're on all the channels and we push content out there almost every day, something about small business, some way to help small business owners. One of my favorite things that we do is actually called the NASE Minute. And I encourage every small business owner to do this. And I'm an advocate of BSA, Boy Scouts of America, and I encourage everybody in any foundation, any volunteer that you do, is get information out there as quickly as possible and in short increments. Because a lot of people, they want to hear one question and one answer. Some people aren't willing to sit for an hour and listen to a full podcast, but they do like to listen to a question and an answer quickly. So we generate the NASE Minute videos through YouTube, and we actually have 400 educational videos out there, and Google loves education. So they give us a few extra points and bump us up a little bit in that organic search, if you will. And we go into the studio and we talk about one idea, one resource, one concept, one thing that'll help a small business owner in their community each week. And we publish that. So other ways that we get out there is through a lot of referrals and testimonials. We have our testimonials on our website. We have a lot of referral business. A lot of people come in and join the NAC through YouTube. Our growth grants, of course, anytime you're willing to give away money at the tune of $4,000 a month, people will spread that word. People will talk about, did you hear about the NAC and about how they gave away $4,000 to small business owners? We get a lot of press from that. We're not really using it it helps in marketing, but we're not using it to get ourselves in the market. We're using those dollars to help small business owners along with the dependent scholarships. And because we give the growth grants and dependent scholarships away, we have press releases around those. So that gets our name out there along with the customer service. But going back to one of the key elements of us getting our name out is we actually offer a free member directory called the Next Biz Thing. And all that is, it's a member directory. It's free for anybody that wants to come out, and you log into it. You can enter your information as much or as little as possible, and you can search other small business owners. And again, don't have to be a member to join it. It's called the Next Biz Thing, located up in the left-hand corner of our website. And we have 150,000 people that have joined. And we also market to that. So, we just do a drip campaign, letting them know about some of our benefits and what we have to offer. So if you're willing to put the time in to generate a small directory in your world of business, it can help. And if you can keep it free, it helps even more instead of charging people. So then everything I just mentioned is really free for the small business owner. The social media, getting looking at the referrals, the Next Biz Thing, the press releases, the blogs that we have, joining our community, our NAC Minute, our self-informed newsletters, all out there for absolutely free. They're in front of the firewall. Anybody can access those anytime they want. So no hidden secret. We want to give this information away. The reason why we have to charge $10 a month is because we have embedded benefits that I'll talk a little bit more about, but things like MetLife, term life insurance, Assist America, where we actually get charged for these benefits and we have a cost embedded. So we have to charge a little bit of money to cover those costs. So I hope that answered your question.
Yes, it did. And so now I have my next question. By the way, if you send us the link for the Next Biz Thing, we will put it in the show notes, and people can just go right to the show notes and click on the link.
Wonderful.
Okay. So you're putting this content out there, but I'm willing to bet that a lot of small business owners, they don't always necessarily know everything that they need. And what they need is usually the thing, like there's something that's in front of them that they like, I need this now. I need to figure out this thing now. and they're not doing a Google search for what's a really good association for me to join. So how do you motivate people to take action and to join if there's not some challenge they're facing or immediate challenge they're facing?
Well, I would say that most small business owners probably all have a challenge in front of them. Unless they've been doing it 20, 30 years, they probably all have some challenge. And, you know, one of the pain points for small business owners is, how do I get more customers? You know, how do I generate more leads? You know, how do I'm having a problem because now I might have too much business. How do I grow? You know, they get to the end of the year. How do I do my taxes? What tax form do I fill out? You know, how do I file? Should I be an LLC? Should I be a C corp, an S corp? So we encourage people through our blogs, through our press releases, through our advocacy. We encourage people, we ask those questions and we answer those questions and tell them, if you need a little extra support, come to the NASE, check us out, and look for some of those answers. You can do our search on the NASE to see if we've answered those questions before, which is all out on the internet, you know, and we will tell you most of the benefits and things you'll find on the NASE, sure, you can do a Google search for. But again, for the limited cost of what it costs to become a member and the access to the experts, and these experts with their little Rubik's Cube, you know, helping answer some of these questions and really drilling down on how to build a business plan. Because there are so many businesses out there that don't even start their business without a business plan. And we encourage them, take the first step, write a business plan, make it a page or two, right? So we encourage people, we ask those questions in advance, and we also answer those questions. So hopefully people will latch on and see the question, see the answer, come to our website, and then join. Not everybody's going to join. Some people look at our website and go, there's plenty of information right there for me. It's free. And then some people say, well, I want a little bit more, right? And that's all we're offering. We just want to answer one more question. We want one more question to be asked, and then we want to answer one more question for the small business community. We're not trying to change the world. We're not trying to change everything in that small business. But if there's one little mogul, one little hiccup, one little speed bump in front of them, we want to be there to help them.
The how to find more customers challenge is just one of the challenges that Salesology is in. We are an NASE partner. That's one of the challenges that we solve. So we'll pause now for a word from our sponsor. When we come back, John, I want to hold your feet to the fire about how do you go about finding good affiliates, good partners, great benefits for all of your members, and then also talk about people want to join NASE. How do they go about doing that? But now we have a word from our sponsor, the Salesology Vault. Just about every guest that I've interviewed on the Salesology Conversations with Sales Leaders podcast has had a free gift for our listeners. So what we've done is we've taken all of those gifts and we have put them all in one place just for you. We call it the Salesology Vault, and it's packed full of free gifts from sales leaders, sales experts, marketing gurus, revenue generation experts, and we add another gift every week. We release the podcast every Monday and we add a gift. So you can log in as often as you'd like and download as many gifts as you'd like. It's all free. So go to bit.ly/gift vault, or the link to the Salesology Vault is in the show notes. Go to the notes, click on the link, download your gift. Be glad you did. And I am back with John Hearrell, who is the Vice President of Membership and Affiliate Programs for the National Association for the Self-Employed. So I want to ask you, John, since this is, I know, a fair amount, not everything, but a fair amount of what you do is just finding good benefits for your members, finding good partners, building those partner relationships so that your members have great benefits. So how do you go about doing that?
Thank you, Wendy. Good to be back. It's tricky, Wendy, and that's a great question about the affiliate members, and that's one of the things I bring to the table for the NASE. I've learned a lot over the years, and I've learned that it's not a process that you can do in 1 week or 1 month or sometimes even 1 year. But if you decide that you want to go down the partnership path, there's a couple different ways that you want to go. One is you decide that you want to create partners, a partner portal for yourself, and you do all the work. Meaning that, let's just say you want to reach out to a health insurance or health property and casualty company like MetLife. And you develop the contact, you read the contracts, and you incorporate what you want into that affiliate marketing partnership. Okay. Now I have probably 20 different contracts like that I do all the work with a partner, and we talk probably once a month, that affiliate partner and myself. Most of my partners are not royalty type partners. Most of my partners are, I want the best deal to bring the best percentage of discount to my members. I'm not interested in making money for my partners. I'm interested in giving them a better deal than they can get on the street somewhere else. Okay. That's number one. Number two is that you can take an easier route and you can go through affiliate partner marketers. So an example of one of my affiliate partner marketers, and if you've never heard of this, they're Commission Junction. They're called CJ Affiliate. They're just an online advertising company. And they're probably one of the first, one of the biggest. And I think they have somewhere in the neighborhood of 4,000 different affiliate partners. Okay. And I'll go into a little more detail in a moment, but there are probably about 25 top ranked affiliate partner marketers out there, along with Commission Junction. Some might be Impact Radius. Another one I use is Partner Stack. Another one I use is Pepper Jam, Everflow, Share a Sale, Rewardful. Do a search and they'll all come up. And they come up for different types of benefits. But Commission Junction has the widest variety of different benefits. Everything from shoes to clothes to health to telecom to computers, you name it. Okay. So if you go out and you do a partnership like I have with Dell Technologies, I work with them on a weekly basis on my assets. And I put those assets out on my website for the member. If I work with affiliate partner like Commission Junction, it's all online. I don't have a person I really talk to, even though they say, yes, if you need to communicate with us, you can. And it might take a day or two for us to get back. It's all online. All of your assets are in a portal where you grab them and then you can download them and put them on your website. So for those that just want to maybe work at 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock at night after the kids go to bed, or you're done with homework, or you're done with your day and you just want to fiddle around with some benefits, this is a great way to do it, because you can just grab and put on your website and go. Or maybe it's a blog you want to put it onto, or maybe it's a social media that you want to put these assets into. And they give you assets for short descriptions, long descriptions, social media, video, PDF format, you name it, they'll put it out there for you. Now, in a lot of the affiliate marketing, they do offer a royalty, and there's a way for them to pay you because they want you to advertise for them. And it could be impressions that you're getting paid on. It could be the actual sale that you're getting paid on. It's not like you're going to get rich on this. Could be mailbox money that you're looking for. Again, for a company or association like the NASE, we're not looking to make money on this. We just want a better discount. So I always tell these affiliate marketers, don't pay me, just give me a better discount than my neighbor next door. So That's one way that we work on affiliate partners. So we've got over 80 different benefits out on our website. Some of those I work hand in hand with a person, especially like MetLife or like a Dell Technologies or System America, Office Depot, UPS. I work hand in hand on the benefits and percentage of discount. And then a number of other benefits, maybe like an Intuit, TurboTax, QuickBooks, biz filings, benefits like that. I go through a partner marketing where I can just grab the assets, put them on my website. So two really cool ways to do partner marketing, but two completely different ways to do partner marketing. One is going to take a lot of time. The other one, you can do kind of after hours, before hours, whenever you have time.
So I have to ask, is Salesology the only partner that NASE has that cold called you?
No, gosh, no. We've had a lot of, here's a funny story. Going back to Dell Technologies, I reached out to Dell for about 2 or 3 years and could not get an appointment, couldn't get in the door for 3 years to partner with them. I just about gave up on Dell and then received a call from a young lady saying, "Hey, John, I noticed that the NASE is out there and I saw your name and I thought I'd give you a quick call. I work with Dell Technologies in their small business department and we'd like to see if we could strike up a partnership." And I was like, oh my goodness, I've been working 3 years to find you. How did we cross paths and never connect? So that in a sense, that was kind of a cold call. I've had a lot of cold calls. I have a lot of people reach out through our partner portal online and reached out and just say, "Hey, we'd like to be a partner." And I have a lot of duplicate benefits that continually, like maybe a merchant provider for credit cards. I probably get an invitation to be a partner with them, maybe twice a month. So, you can imagine how many people reach out and say, "We want our company, we want our benefit on your front page." I'm like, of course you do. We have 40,000 unique visitors coming to our website a month. Of course you want it. So no, to answer your question, you're not the only one, but I sure am glad you did, Wendy.
Well, I am too. And lesson moment for all of our listeners. The phone is not dead.
Phone is not dead. That's right.
The phone is not dead. So how can people, if somebody wants to do NASE, how do they do that?
Very simple. You go to nase.org. And once you're out on the website, at the very top of the page, there's a become a member. And when you click on become a member, it will give you a variety of different kind of member options. And again, going back to our basic option, $120 for an annual membership or $11.95 a month if you want to join by the month. And we have no problem with, I'm not telling people to cancel. I'm just saying if you get 6 months down the road or a year down the road, call customer service and cancel. But our annual membership is our basic, $120 a year, about $10 a month. What would that come out to? About 2 cups of coffee a month if you bought it at Starbucks or somewhere. Hate to throw a name out there, but if you were to buy that, it's very inexpensive. And then we have a silver membership that I've actually embedded a MetLife accident insurance into it. And it's a great accident insurance for the small business owners who may need a little extra supplemental insurance in their life. So something to think about, and that's $21.95 a month. And then we have a gold membership, which has a critical illness. It has a higher term life, MetLife term life insurance in it. It has a roadside assistance and other benefits, and that's $45 a month. So simple options. We also give a discount to veterans if they come out and join and call customer service. We offer that for $99 a month. And lastly, we have a student membership for $25 annually for students who are just starting out as entrepreneurs and want to get their feet wet. It doesn't have the full benefit package, but it does allow you to use and ask the expert questions. So, for those entrepreneurs in college or in high school or just starting out, the parents may decide, hey, here's a gift. here's a birthday gift. I'm going to give you a membership to an association as a small business owner. $25, that's their investment. And they just gave it to Johnny or Sally. And it might help them with a couple of questions while they're building their lemonade stand or, whatever tchotchke they may be selling down the road. So very simple to join. Just go to NASE.org, click on membership options and cruise the website. Look around before you join. Kick the tires a little bit. See what you like, see what you don't like.
And we will also post that link to join in the show notes. So after you finish listening to this podcast, go to the show notes, click on the link. And so, John, if people want to get in touch with you, they can go to the NASE website. How else can they get in touch with you?
Oh, simply. I have my email is jhearrell@nase.org. My contact information is on the website under the staff. Very simply, you can also, I'm actually one of the experts that actually helps answer some of the questions for B2B leads. So I'm the one that is helping people generate leads out there through their websites. I have a funnel full of advice for people when they're trying to generate leads, as I'm sure you do too, Wendy.
Absolutely.
And we do refer people over to you because you're the professional, and we love for you to answer some of those questions. So my email is jhearrell@nase.org.
And we will put that in the show notes along with the link to John's LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter. So if you're listening to this podcast, go to the show notes, click on all the links.
Great.
And you have been listening to Salesology Conversations with Sales Leaders. My special guest, John Hearrell, who is the Vice President of Membership and Affiliate Programs at the National Association for the Self-Employed. If you have found value in today's podcast, then think about one business owner, one entrepreneur, one sales professional, somebody that you know that you think might also find value in listening to today's podcast. Please do share the link with them. And until we meet again, visualize yourself surrounded by cash, really large bills.
You've been listening to Salesology, Conversations with Sales Leaders, the art of faster, easier, more profitable sales. Be sure to follow so that you don't miss a single episode. And while you're at it, please leave a rating and review and be sure to share it with your friends. Tune in every week for more exciting insights and wisdom on transforming sales. And until next time, visualize yourself surrounded by cash, very large bills.